And the reason I'm doing this special marathon stream is to raise funds via tips for my taxes next month. I announced yesterday on pre-stream that I know the amount that I need to raise in order to completely pay off my taxes. It's over $17,000, which is insane and probably never going to be reached by mid-April when I need to pay it. However, the good news is that my tax guy has assured me that if I can raise a significant amount of money to put towards this, that he can get me on a payment plan that should meet my needs and will not absolutely destroy me when it comes to, everything. And the hopes here is that with this marathon tomorrow, I can raise a significant amount of funds so that I can pay down these taxes and get on the payment plan and be good for the rest of the year. Versus if I can't, that's it. Like, I'm being very honest here. If I can't raise enough funds to at least get onto a payment plan that I can afford, I'm pretty much going to have to sell my house this year. There's just nothing else I can do. I'll be defaulting on my taxes, until I sell the house, and then use the equity in the house that I sell to pay the taxes, and that's it. Nothing else I can do about it. So, obviously, I don't want to do that. That's not a situation I want to be in, and I want to get past this stuff, okay? And I hope that, you guys understand that, number one, working my ass off, for how many years that I've been doing this for a living to earn this place, and the fact that it's been just shitty circumstances outside of my control. For example, the tax attorney who screwed me over and didn't do my taxes properly for 3 straight years, that created an insanely huge balloon payment of back taxes to the state of Washington that fucked me over. Let's see, the constant trolls who try to make my life a living hell, who take away sponsorship opportunities left and right, who lost me my partnership with Curse last year. I could go on and on with the amount of messed up stuff that's happened to me. That's not in my control. That if these things hadn't happened, I would be in a much better position and would never have to bother you guys about this kind of shit, okay? But that is the purpose of me doing this marathon tomorrow, to raise tips to pay these taxes. So hopefully, if at all you can, you'll be here tomorrow to be supportive. If you can contribute, as little as $1 helps, and I mean that. Like, the thing is, people don't understand. They're like, oh, well, Phil has a daunting amount of money he needs to raise, so therefore, I can't help. Not true. For me, the reason I'm successful is because of crowdfunding, because of thousands and thousands of people around the globe who contribute a little bit each. That's how it's worked. That's why I'm still here, because you guys have done that for me. And it's not about one person stepping up and giving a ginormous amount. It's about a ton of people giving a tiny bit and it adding up to what I need to get past this next hurdle in my existence, right? So tomorrow, I hope if you can all be here, you will. Thank you to anyone who is planning on being here already and or planning on contributing. It is much, much, much appreciated. All right? So thank you very much for that. All right? And that's all I'm really going to say about it today. Tomorrow is the big day, and we'll all get hyped for it tomorrow. But today, it's Sekiro day. It's time to focus on Sekiro and see how this goes. All right? Now, on Sunday, I'm continuing on with Sekiro. It's going to be my main gameplay stream on Sunday. Sunday night, we're going to end my streaming week with a much more chill session, and it's going to be Minecraft, okay? Monday, I'm off. Monday is my day off for the week, where I spend time with my girlfriend, Kat, where I go out shopping and, do things like grocery shopping and run errands and the like. We got a few things we got to do this week. Now it's spring, and we were thinking about cleaning up the backyard because, man, is it a mess after the winter. And by the way, incidentally, it's spring now. If you guys didn't know, it's not winter anymore. It's actually spring. So that's pretty cool. So Monday's my day off, but I'll be back on Tuesday. Now, here's the thing. I know all of you are going to want to see Sekiro. All right? I get that. But also this week coming out is MLB The Show 19. I'm strongly considering playing it. But when I come back on Tuesday, you guys are probably going to be fiending for more Sekiro. So I'm thinking what I'll do on Tuesday is I'll play Sekiro as my main gameplay stream, and Tuesday night is actually the conclusion of the Walking Dead video game. The final episode comes out this Tuesday. So I'm thinking that'll be my Tuesday. And then, depending on the feedback I get, if you guys are absolutely in love with Sekiro, and that's all you want to see is the main gameplay streams every day, then I'll just keep doing it. But if after several days of Sekiro, people are like, I'd like some variety, then maybe I'll buy and start playing MLB and squeeze that in for variety's sake. All right. So we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how you guys like Sekiro, today and over the course of this coming week. And if it seems like a fan favorite and you guys are loving it and you just want to see me play it every day, I'll do that. But if it seems to slow down and people are like, man, I don't really like it that much, then I'll rotate in MLB for variety. Okay? Fair enough? All right. So that's the plan for this coming week. By the way, this Thursday, which is March 28th, is my next episode of Ask the King. This is my bi-monthly Q&A show where you guys submit your questions on my forums, thekingofhate.com, as well as ask questions on my Twitter, @theycallmeDSP, and I answer them for you live on stream. If you have not yet, I urge you, head over to thekingofhate.com forums, and please post up your questions. The more questions I get, the better the show is, all right? So please head over there and post up your questions, all right? All right, and then, heading into, the end of March, early April, we'll see how things go. I'm probably still going to be playing Sekiro. Maybe I'll be playing MLB. I'll be balancing this with all my chill gameplay content, including, more Blackout, more Modern Warfare. I am going to be continuing on with the Nintendo games that I'm playing, Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario RPG, FYI. So those games are actually going to be rotated into the chill streams kind of deal. What may happen is games like Minecraft and Subnautica may go on hold, since, I'll be very honest with you, the interest in those games seems to have waned. At one point, there were real chill streams that people enjoyed, but now it seems like people are kind of getting bored with them. So I think I'm going to be continuing on with the Nintendo games that I'm playing as more of the chill nighttime stuff, for variety's sake. Okay? So, we'll see. Again, we will see. Based on, your feedback, based on everything going on, what we end up doing with the schedule. But it is going to be the second week of April that I'm going to be visiting my parents in Connecticut. All right? And I'm not going to give you guys many details yet. Once we get super close, then I will. But as of now, it's the second week of April. So basically right after my birthday. My birthday is April 6th. So basically right after my birthday, Kat and I will be traveling to Connecticut to spend time with my parents. It's not going to be a super long trip. More than likely, it's only going to be like 5 days or so. If not 6. And then we'll be back. It's not going to be a long, long time away from streaming for me. It'll be as minimal as possible, I guess. What I need to do is really figure it out, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to go on the trip, and then when we get back, have a day where we can basically recoup and also do our things like we're going to need to do grocery shopping and everything, for the coming week. So, I will let you guys know. Again, when we get closer, more details, and more than likely during that trip, I will be taking pictures and stuff to share with you. But for the most part, there'll be no streams whatsoever that week. It'll give a lot of people an opportunity to catch up with things like Sekiro and the like. And then I'm going to come back strong with games like Phoenix Wright Collection. I'll be playing the third game in that collection and finishing up Sekiro. And later on that month, we got games like Mortal Kombat 11 and Days Gone. So April should be a good month, regardless of the fact that... regardless of the fact that I won't be here for about a week, I think things are still going to work out pretty well for that month overall. Okay? Fair enough? All right. All right, guys. So that is it for the schedule and all the news and everything. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thanks for being here for the premiere of Sekiro. I hope you guys are excited. All right, let's get to the plug segment. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for over 10 years of support and allowing me to do what I love, for a living. For 3 years, I did it for a hobby. Then I started doing it for a job in 2011. And, through all the trials and tribulations, the ups, the downs, the changes I've had to institute, still to this day, I love what I do. And I hope that you guys love what I do as well. That being said, if you would like to see me continue to be able to do live streaming daily like I do, and put out the long-form videos over on DSPGaming on YouTube as I do, there's many ways that you guys can contribute and make this work. All right, the first is to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Any contributions and pledges that you lend to Patreon can earn you personal perks. Just an idea of some of the perks you can get for being a patron. You can nominate and vote on games for special events. You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, for sure. Like, guaranteed answer on the show. You can even have a private Q&A video made for, we're 20 and 30 minutes long. I'll just answer your questions. So, please give it a look. Patreon.com/darksidephil. Thanks to anyone who is currently a, pledgee. Much appreciated. Number 2, you can check out my Teespring shop where I sell all kinds of merchandise, including t-shirts, mugs, stickers, and the like. Great quality stuff. I can attest to it because I own a ton of it myself. And for 2 years now that I've had this Teespring shop running, none of my stuff ever wore out. Like, I'm serious. Like, some of the shirts and stuff I've worn all the time, they're still good. So, give it a look. Patreon.com, Teespring.com /stores/DSPGaming. Thanks to anyone who buys anything. It does help me out, all right? But in particular, if you're here live on today's stream, that's really what you want to know about. You know, if you either cheer, sub, or tip to contribute to today's stream, I will give you a verbal shout out. Keep in mind, this is a brand new release. It's probably really tough. So more than likely, on the fly, it'll be hard for me to give you a shout out, but I will do my absolute best to give you shout outs during the course of the game and the course of the stream. All right. As you see, we have a cheering as well as a tipping leaderboard at the top of your screen. So if you're either the top cheerer or the top tipper, I'm going to give you credit there for extra recognition. I'll also be doing a running tally of subs and the like. Every once in a while, I'll check that and update it. As well as, total tips for the day. As you know, the tips I'm raising are for taxes. So, the more the better. In which case, I'd like to get to the fact that tipping me helps me more than anything right now. So please consider tipping me during today's stream. If you are going to contribute, tipping is the preferred method because that's going to go straight towards my taxes next month. There's 2 ways you could tip. If you look below the stream, there's a button that says Tips Jar you can click on. Or you could just type !tip into the stream chat to bring up a link if you don't see that button. Either way takes you to my PayPal tips page where, by the way, you don't need a bank account in order to use the PayPal. All you need is a credit card. And you can either be anonymous and completely hide your identity and information, or you can actually leave your name in a message if you want a shout out. The reason we have the anonymous option there is so that people don't get harassed for contributing. Sadly, there is a group of really sick-minded people out there who attack people who support certain people on Twitch, and I'm one of them, sadly. So, recommended if you're a little bit worried or nervous about that, please, do an anonymous tip. None of your information is given whatsoever. It'll just say anonymous. Even I won't even know who it is, okay? So please consider tipping me today. If you want to help out the most, that's the way to do it. And I appreciate any contributions, cheering, subbing, or tipping. Cheering and subbing will help me long term, but it's the tipping that's going to help me with this tax situation next month. So please consider tipping me today. All right. Now let's move on. Let us move on to shout-outs. All right, we got shout-outs for those who've actually contributed. And then we're going to get started with gameplay. All right? So, let's see here. So, we got to go all the way back overnight. Let me refresh this. I want to be sure that I'm getting everything. Because sometimes my Bugsy doesn't catch everything. Let's refresh. Oh, my God. Work. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there were a couple people who contributed overnight. Let's give them a shout out. We start off with Swaggins, who cheered and said, I played Sekiro for a few hours, and wow, the game is 100% rewards parrying and skillful play. It's pretty hard, to be honest. Like, I'm already struggling with some bosses, and they're all early on. I wouldn't even consider myself bad at these games. I can definitely see why people say this is the hardest FromSoft game. All right. Fair enough. Then Swaggins cheered again. He said, also I advise that you don't go in with expectations of it being another Soulsborne game. Let it stand on its own merits, because if you try and compare it, I believe that will hinder your experience. Fair enough. I don't have to worry about fat rolling. That's good. So thank you for your cheers, Swaggins. Also, we had Golden Colts who did a couple cheers overnight. So thank you very much to Golden Colts. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for the overnight support. Now, on to those. Move, please. There we go. On to those who have contributed during today's stream so far. We actually start off with Brock Lesnar 97, who subscribed for 14 months and said, hey, Phil, are you looking forward to Days Gone? In fact, I am. But I'm gonna be skeptically optimistic. As much of a paradox as that sounds, I am looking forward to the game, and I hope that it's really good. But I'm also very nervous. And the reason that I'm very nervous is because the game's been delayed multiple times already. Usually that's not a very good sign. And what I'm nervous about is that the game isn't going to be as good as the expectations that people have built up for it now. But I am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great part of April. Balanced in with Mortal Kombat 11 and Phoenix Wright and all the other stuff I'll be doing. I think it's going to end up being a great gaming month. So, I am looking forward to it. Okay. Frogs playing golf Cheered and wants me to do a DSP lean in emo. No, that's a detractor meme, and I'm not stupid. Shout out to It's Dono, who has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, It's Dono. I appreciate that very much. Orcs or Dork 7 has subscribed for 21 months in a row. Thank you, Orcs or Dork 7. And he says, good luck, have fun on a new hard game. Please, no dropped inputs. Well, I'm going to be very honest, Orcs or Dorks, and I've said this before. I'm very curious how Sekiro is going to control. And the reason I say that is because typically From Software games have input delay, and it's integrated into the game. It's not, oh, it's because, you know, the game controls poorly. It's because they actually have it as part of the game mechanics. And if you watched my playthrough of Neo, you will see that I did things on reaction in Neo that I could never pull off in Dark Souls. I was parrying like crazy. Like I said, there was a boss in Neo, a mid-game boss that a lot of people were saying was pretty tough. I beat the boss without ever being hit. I parried every attack the boss did and completely dominated and destroyed the boss. Okay? So, for me, I'm wondering, will it have game mechanics similar to Neo, where if you actually time correctly, you know, on the fly, in reaction to stuff, that you can get parries and it's like really good reactionary gameplay? Or is it going to be more like Dark Souls, where you kind of have to predict what's going to happen and guess and throw out the parry early? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out firsthand. You know, does From Software typically with both, you know, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne all have significant input delay, but it's built into the game engine on purpose. So I guess we'll find out for ourselves. Okay? All right. Shout out to Silent General, who tipped me $15. Thank you very much, Silent General. You're our first tipper of the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you up on the leaderboard. Okay? Thank you very much, Silent General, for the $15 tip. Boy, I screwed that up, didn't I? Fuck. See, this is what I hate, is sadly, now, because my leaderboard has so much information, it's actually hard for me to keep track of what I'm updating. Like, now that I have deaths here, it's going to make it all the more annoying to update this leaderboard, because now I have to, like, look between all the shit I'm doing and find the right, out of the 4 fucking sections on here, you know what I mean, to figure out where I gotta put the fucking updated information. Quite frankly, if the deaths end up being annoying, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not. I think the death counter is something that people use to make fun of me and say, oh, see, Phil died so many times. I just don't care about it anymore. And quite frankly, I don't think you do either. I think it's the you-know-who, that element, that particular fucking element of assholes who want to see, oh, Phil had this many deaths and he sucks and herp. Well, shut the fuck up. No one cares anymore. You know? So, we'll see how this goes. If it ends up being a hassle, I'm just going to fucking get rid of it. Because it's already, I can tell you, as I update the leaderboards for things, it's going to screw everything up and I'm going to get confused. And we'll see what happens, okay? Alright, Eternal Napalm to the 2,000-bit cheer. He says, I'm in a festive mood today. It's a day of fun and celebration for us From Software fans. I'm about to start the game myself, so have fun, man. Alright, well, thank you very much, Eternal Napalm. Let's go ahead and get this, oh shit, let's get this up on the leaderboard. $2,000 bits. Thank you very much, Eternal Napalm, for that. Much appreciated. I wonder if anyone will actually beat that today. It's a pretty significantly large tier just to start off the stream. All right. Shao Kahn Artist has tipped me $10 and says, hyped to watch Sekiro. I got caught up on Donkey Kong Country 2 last night. I beat that game as a kid. I don't remember it being that ridiculous. Well, you know, for me, I never played the Donkey Kong Country franchise. I also haven't played any tough platformers in a while. So for me, the game is like an insanely huge challenge, because I'm just basically rusty, you know, on that style of game. But you know, I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna persevere. I'm not gonna give in. I'm gonna keep going, even though yesterday it melted my brain. Okay. Dude Frozen has subscribed to the channel for 10 months in a row. It says, can't wait for Sekiro. Have watched some of streamers play it, and the game looks brutal. Don't know if you were kidding in your tweet or not, but it certainly doesn't look easy. Of course I was kidding. I made a tweet when I announced the stream. I said, man, I heard Sekiro's looking really easy. They might have to patch in a hard mode next month or something because, man, is this... like, how can I be serious about that? It's a From Software game, guys. So I was obviously joking, okay? It was a joke. It was a joke. Come on. Come on. Okay, Rock the Ice has cheered. Thank you very much, Rock the Ice, for a 50-bit cheer. That is appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Android cheered and basically said a bunch of stuff about my taxes. Android, the bottom line is this. We don't know what's going to happen, all right? It all depends on how much I raise. There's no reason to be negative or to speculate on doom and gloom until we see how much I actually raise for the taxes. And that's the approach I'm taking. I'm having a very positive approach to it. I'm hoping that, you know, today's Sekiro. Tomorrow, a fun marathon that is a fundraiser basically for tips to pay taxes. And, you know, I got the 1 or 2 more weeks up until my birthday until I have to go to Connecticut to see my parents. I've got time. Well, let's see what happens. And then we go from there. And we handle it, you know, we handle it as it comes. You don't sit here and fucking worry about stuff when you don't even know what's going to happen. All right? So let's all relax. Rob Warren just tipped me $15. It's time for some Samurai awesomeness. Yes, thank you very much, Rob, for the tip. And, yeah, Samurai awesomeness indeed. A departure From Software, because they really don't do games. Usually it's medieval gothic stuff. And now they're actually doing, you know, samurai style, which is kind of cool. So, vote Democrat once again. 50-bit cheer and talking about taxes, doom and gloom. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay positive. No worries. Thanks for the cheer. Shadow Steve has cheered. He says, been really enjoying your Mario RPG playthrough. Are you going to play Final Fantasy IX? I'm sure eventually I'm going to get to it. All right? I'm sure eventually I'm going to get to it. People have been asking for it now. So, maybe, you know, coming up with more downtime, I'll consider it. We'll see. But I'm not going to promise it. Thank you for the cheer, though. Bagel Goose did a 100-bit cheer and said, what is your favorite fast food cheeseburger? If we're talking established basic fast food chains, probably a Wendy's burger, because, like, then again, I do like the Whopper at Burger King. I'd say either the Whopper at Burger King or, like, a Wendy's single, maybe with bacon. Add bacon to it. It's really good. Definitely not McDonald's. That place is fucking gross. Definitely not Jack in the Box. They're okay, but I like the other places better, I think. The thing is, we don't have, like, a Carl's Jr. or anything, so I don't know. I can't compare to that. Sonic burgers are quite good, but I've only had a Sonic burger a couple times in my life, so I can't really... And plus, that was back in, like, 2013, so I can't really compare to other stuff I've had recently. Now, there are many other places that are much better. For example, Five Guys, I feel, is a much better burger than anything I've mentioned, as well as the Habit Burger is a chain out here that we have. Those burgers are flame broiled just like Burger King, but oh my God, they're mouth-watering, like, gourmet delicious. So... it all depends. Like, they're all fast food, but, like, the more common chains, I would say Wendy's is probably the best. Okay. Brock Lesnar has cheered. He says, would you consider doing a redo playthrough of Skyrim during downtime? I've already answered this question recently, but I'll answer it again. The bottom line is, I would consider replaying Elder Scrolls games. However, only if we were much closer to another Elder Scrolls release. So let's say a couple years down the line, we've got concrete information about Elder Scrolls 6, whatever it's going to be, you know, and it's coming out in 2022. All right, then maybe in 2021, I'll go back and I'll do a second playthrough of Skyrim. You see what I mean? But I wouldn't just do it willy-nilly. The game's insanely long, and the first playthrough I did was such a completionist run where I literally did every faction, every guild, most of the side content of the game, and I killed every dragon. So I don't think I'm going to be going back unless there's like a big hype kind of feel building up to a new Elder Scrolls release. Then I would consider it. But no, I'm not just going to go back willy-nilly and start playing it again. Okay. The League Ranter tipped me $1 and says, how you doing this morning, Phil? Good to see you. I'm doing good. I'm excited. A new From Software release. I think we all are. So, yeah. Feeling good. Feeling good and ready to go. And let's see what this game is about, right? So we're up to $41 in tips now. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Continuing on. Goes Unlimited has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Goes Unlimited, for the cheer. Or, excuse me, for the sub. WWE Sniper did 100-bit cheers. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Good luck with this. Love the streams. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Of course I did. Hodor Tar has cheered and says, YouTube algorithm still recommends me a lot of troll videos. Where would you draw the line between funny highlights from Souls games and morally retarded detractors? As a fan, what am I allowed to watch? You're allowed to watch whatever you want. I'm not here to dictate to you. I'm not your dad. I'm not your father to tell you that this is what you should watch and you shouldn't watch. Obviously, anyone you watch who's stealing my content and making negative spin videos about me, you know, that's harmful to me. That's harmful to my business. That's harmful to my future of being able to do this, you know? And you have to understand that. You have to, in your conscience, understand that when you're watching videos on YouTube, that what you watch has repercussions. When you watch crap, you propagate more crap. The reason that detractor videos show up in related videos is because people watch them. If no one watched those videos, they would never show up at all. But people love garbage. Why do you think we have so many garbage people as top personalities on YouTube? Because it's garbage. It's a website that regurgitates garbage, that promotes garbage, and that basically has garbage at the top of the leaderboards of everything on the fucking site, which is why I choose not to really participate in YouTube anymore. YouTube is just a archive for me, for those who cannot watch the live streams. But I'm not going to play that fucking game, and I'm not going to make negative drama spin, insulting, you know, garbage content in order to play the YouTube game. Many content creators out there who used to do YouTube for a living and loved it, now are playing that game. Just take a look at anyone who now does, daily news stories. When it's not news, it's just them talking shit or taking a news story and giving completely fluff commentary over it. That's garbage content. It's made for the mindless masses. That's the shit these people do because they can't actually put out quality content and make a living anymore. I'm lucky enough that I diversified myself. I came over and became a full-time streamer here on Twitch. I have been able to keep doing what I love and not degrade myself into filth and negative video making, okay? So you watch whatever you want on YouTube. I can't stop you from watching the crap, but understand that your actions have consequences and repercussions, okay? Rock the Ice cheered. Thank you very much, Rock the Ice. This is hashtag Kofi Mania. There you go. Thank you, Rock the Ice. And yeah, Kofi Mania. Will Kofi actually get a push at WrestleMania, or is this all bullshit? I guess we're going to find out sooner rather than later, because it's almost WrestleMania time. Roy King Tree, excuse me. Something just pushed my messages here. Whoops. Jay Bowler cheered. He says, make sure to set the buttons in Sekiro and controls to your play style for a better experience. You can set the voice and text to English as well. Okay, well, the text I'm definitely setting to English. Voice, I don't know. Should I stay with original Japanese voice acting, or should I switch to English? I guess I'll ask you guys what you want me to do. Okay. Roy King Tree cheered. He says, wait, you're not my dad. No, I'm not. I'm not anyone's dad. Riken777 did a 500-bit cheer. He said, play the game, Phil. Oh, I will. As soon as I get through all these shout-outs, it's like I've told you guys, you can't have it both ways. If you want to have fun and interactive streams, you got to let the plug segment play itself out. As super-duper, you know, desiring as you are for me to start playing the game, which I will, and I'm going to be playing it all day long today, so don't worry. You got to give time for me to give thanks to those who are contributing, or else what's the point, right? So please be patient. We're getting there. Vote Democrat cheered. He said, did you just call PewDiePie garbage? Hashtag 9-year-old my attack. No, 9-year-old army attack. Excuse me. To me, all right, anyone who loves doing what they do on YouTube and they made a living doing it one way and then literally changed all of their content to just kowtow to the mindless masses of YouTube viewership because they realized that doing the quality content that they were doing doesn't work anymore, that's garbage to me. Oh, I used to be someone who put out quality gameplay videos, you know, quality skits, quality this. Oh, now I just do daily vlogs of garbage and I talk shit about people and I propagate, stir the pot with drama and, you know, yeah, that's garbage content. And if you do that on YouTube to make a living, you failed. You basically turned YouTube into garbage reality TV content and you should be ashamed of your fucking self, you know? Me, I knew I couldn't make a living on YouTube anymore, so I came to Twitch. You know, I said, fuck this. I'm not going to support this website that just supports garbage content. I'm going to go somewhere where my kind of content is welcome. And that's why I came over to Twitch, and I've been full-time on Twitch ever since. Okay? Okay. All right, guys. So, all that being said, it is now time for shout-outs for those who have contributed via cheering this week. I want to give a shout out to the top cheerers of the week before we get started. So let's go ahead and get through there. We start off with 10th place, the Lightning God. In a tie for 8th place, Iceman and Timbo Slice. In a tie for 6th place, Hyper Viper Beam and Gary. In 5th place, Eternal Napalm. 4th place goes to RFHC5. 3rd place goes to Super Blind Man. 2nd place, the 51st Dragon. And they're firmly in 1st place, Sambuca 2020. So, thank you guys all very much for your contributions so far this week. Just another quick reminder, the best way to contribute right now and help me out is tipping me. By tipping me, you're going to help me out with this tax situation. 2 ways to tip. Below the stream, there's a button that says tips jar you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. It's done through PayPal. You do not need a bank account to do it. You can use a credit card. You can also do it completely anonymously so that no one knows it's you, so it doesn't stir up any shit. Okay? So thanks to anyone who contributes via any method today, cheering, subbing, or tipping. It's all much appreciated. But in particular, tipping helps me the most. So please consider it. All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the pre-stream.